tell you how somebody asked me for money once, because people start reaching out, especially during the pandemic. And this was a woman that I had become friends with. She was married, had her own family. And so she kept asking me on the sly for money. So what do I mean by that? Oh, my son is sick. Oh. And so I said, here we go. So that was like the first conversation, right? She's texting and stuff like that, and even sending me voice notes at this moment or at this time. And so then she goes, the story built up to where her son is sick, her husband was out of work, and they needed money for her son's surgery. So I told her, because I go through everybody's social media that I'm friends with, let's be real. So I told her, you need money and your husband's out of work? Why don't you go to work? Why can't you find a job? So she was like, oh, you don't know, the economy here is so horrible and I can't find work. But then she had just told me that she was working and the woman didn't pay her, which was a whole nother story. So then I said, well, you need money? She said, yeah. Now, she took pictures outside her house, big old house, okay? Huge house. So I said, you need money for your son's surgery? She said, yes. I need you to put it in my account. Then you get forceful. Like, you dealing with somebody who's a kid. Like, come on now, let's be real. So I said, you do? I said, well, I'm not doing that. I'm not sending you money. That's number one. I said, but number two, if you need money for your son's surgery, now this was the kicker, why don't you sell one of the Mercedes cars that is outside you on your driveway, okay? See, you got two Mercedes sitting right there, you and your hubby. Go ahead and sell one of them cars and get your son the money he needs for his surgery. Well, that ended our relationship. I will be honest with you. She didn't like that. So here's my point. The subtle begging for money. Not everybody does it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Not everybody does it. So to blame and say that foreigners all going to be asking you for money, subtly asking you for money, would be unkind, right? Because my husband don't ask me for money. He ain't never asked me for money, okay? So please understand, there are ones who work hard, who believe that a woman should be taken care of, and who will not beg for money. Now, I've met those who have. Can you send me some money? You're over in the States. And I'm telling you, another thing I've learned, and I've heard this from several friends, there is a perception that the streets are literally lined with money, right? And so when you think about that being ingrained in people who are foreigners and then they get here, trust me, it's not easy for them, because they get a serious wake-up call when they see what it's really like here, right? But until they get to that point, if they ask you for money, that's a red flag. The subtle asking is a turnoff. Block, run, no. Because the whole relationship is going to be you sending them money. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't be sending no grown man no money. I'm not doing it, okay? Don't ask. We can be friends and we can chit-chat, but you ask me for money, it's over. And then that's a subtle way. There's always a problem. Someone's sick. They need money. They've panned around asking for help. No one there is able to help them because everybody is suffering. Can you send money? And that's how it gets started. And then you being a bleeding heart, you feeling like, I need to help this person, I really like this person, you start giving away cash you don't even have. Okay? That's not going to happen. If I can't feed myself and my family, I sure enough can't send you nothing. And then it starts off with something light. Oh, thank you for doing, can you just drop it in my account? And then you'll find yourself doing that on a regular. Women have gone into hundreds, thousands of dollars worth of debt that you didn't have to because you couldn't say that 2-letter word, no. And then block them, okay? And move on. Red flag. Sometimes they will just straight up ask you for money. You haven't even been talking to me. We haven't even done the live conference call yet. And you just straight up say, you got money for me? Babe, I have nothing for you but a block. So, red flag. I don't know why I keep hearing women falling for this. I don't. The moment a man, and maybe it's just how I was raised, the moment a man asks you for money, run, 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 run. Because that's going to be your whole relationship. And that's not what you want if you're looking for love across the pond or across the seas, period. All right. So this is your girl, Essie. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, share, repost. Don't forget that I am going to put some more in detail stuff in my subscription. That'll be coming probably December, sometime in December. And I'm going to post some information when I travel back to Africa, because your heart is in Africa. Home is where your heart is. And I'm going to go get my heart. Okay? So I'm going to talk to you guys too about the whole, what is required when you travel to Africa, because this kind of flipped me out too. And then we'll talk about the immigration process that I'm currently in. So you guys, there's a lot more, but my whole purpose of doing this series is to tell you not to be scared. I think everybody deserves love. Where you find it is up to you. But there are some amazing people out there. And if you blind yourself just to one segment, then you're really selling yourself short. So let me know what you think. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, share, repost. This is your girl, Essie, and I'm out.